Hello, welcome to Tarot After Dark. I have my candle here. Smell the candle before you light it. It's always recommended. Crisp apple pie. Back when my daughter used to make candles, I got a bunch of her samples here. So we're going to go ahead and light the candle because here at Tarot After Dark, it's all about connecting with the light within us. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Jamie, hello. Nice to see you too. Thanks for being here. So let me put this down before I burn my hair. It's here. All right. So how y'all doing? Did you bring your tarot cards? So I got some suggestions as I put a post in my community post, on my community section. I don't know the terminology about what to possibly cover. So thank you for those of you who actually put some suggestions and ask questions. You can go do a community post anytime, especially if you're a subscriber on my page here. If you ever have questions or anything like that, it helps to give me some content to know what to do videos about. So one of the biggest things that comes up a lot is trying to deepen your readings. So shout out to Coley for that question. The short answer, keep practicing. It takes practice. It's like when you want to take anything that needs, practice hours, reflexology. When I did that, I needed practice hours. When I learned Reiki, I needed them in order to join the Canadian Reiki Association. To be a yoga instructor, you need a bunch of hours, right? And that's where you gain your deeper wisdom. So, but I won't disappoint you and say, oh, is that it? Because there are some things that you can do in the meantime, right? Hi, Renee. Nice to see you. And Jamie, doing great. Sorry, I've been MIA. How are you and Tarot Pop? We're good. I hope you're doing well. No worries. Always good to have you here when you can be here. No stress, no judgy. So it's really going back to what I was saying about deepening your readings. It's really that opportunity to just discover how you do readings, I think, more than anything. Because I think to deepen your readings, you need, well, for one, you need practice, but you also need to just start trusting yourself even before you trust yourself, if that makes any sense. At least that's what worked for me. And, what did I do here? I'm clicking on things left, right, and center. But the key is to actually have a purpose, because it's pretty hard to go deep on something if you don't know what you're looking for. It's like trying to dig into the dirt to uncover something. But if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't really know when you're going to find it. Because sometimes the reading isn't that deep, because it really depends on what you're asking. Like if you're just asking a general, what do I need to know today? That can be pretty surface. You can go deeper, but the key is, even if you don't have a question to ask, the key is, if it's general, while you're pulling the cards, you're starting to realize, oh, there's a theme here. Oh, this is talking about work, or, oh, this is about my relationship, or this is about money, that sort of thing. Lady Divine, hi, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're talking about going deeper in card readings. And So realistically, I think it's easier to go deeper when you have a purpose, when you have an intention, whether it's a specific question or not. Your intention is to connect with a higher consciousness so you can discover what the tarot cards are going to be talking to you about. So even if it is a general reading, like I was saying, if you look at the cards, and obviously it's easier to go deeper if you have more cards. If you're just pulling one card or even pulling two cards or even three, you might not be able to go as deep. And I'm not saying have a whole plate full of cards, table full of cards. It's more, yes, you're right on time. Yeah, you didn't miss a thing. It's more about go a little deeper as you go along. So another thing I would suggest before we start pulling cards together is to flip over all the cards and lay them all out at once and just get that bird's eye view. It's kind of giving you a flavor. It's looking for the connections of how the cards connect together and the whole spread before you single out on, okay, here's card one in the spread. What is this all about? Because that helps you start to kind of see an overall, what's the word? The word that comes isn't right, but it's coagulate. I don't like that word. We're not talking solutions here, but liquid. But realistically, that's the key to deeper readings. We can go a lot deeper, and I will actually in my my channel membership, I'll be having videos for members only that we're going to go a little deeper into some of this stuff, as well as what we do in the Tarot Cafe. So for the general population, you got to practice. You've got to start out with having your intention and your purpose. Lay the cards out and get a feel for the field of what's going on, and then get into it, right? That's the word. Thank you. Congruent. Coagulate. What are we talking here? It's not nursing school. Hilarious. So those are the key things you want to do to help you go a little deeper in the reading. And I really think that the number one thing is you just got to keep practice. You got to get some hours under your belt. You've got to practice and make it fun. Play. Substitute the word practice for play if that helps you. And it's like anything. The more you do it, the easier it gets for you to get into that mode of being connected, right? And there's so many other things you can do. You can just journal on the cards. That's kind of why I originally made my tarot playbook. It's part reference book and it's part journal, where you can discover your own meanings of the cards, and it's something you can go back on. I'm a really big fan of using kinesthesiology. I'm not good with words today. I swear it's only water in here. Connecting with your kinetics of your body and your brain and your energy by channeling, thinking of the stuff and then writing it down, right? Facts. Yeah. And you're creating your own little reference guide too. So I recommend you do that. And if you want a little tool, a digital tool to do that, you can get my tarot playbook. Let me know. It's on my website as well. So simplehealingarts.com. So let's pull some cards, shall we? Does everyone have their cards with them? This week I'm working with the Tarot of Dreams, because I said I was going to change it up a little bit. And you know what? It's so funny because I've started delving a little deeper into astrology, just learning a little more about astrology. And this deck has the symbols of the signs and the planets and the elements on them. And I kind of forgot because I haven't really used this deck very much. And I thought it was just hilarious because to me, that is a sign that Spirit's saying, yep, you're taking the fast lane. This is the direction you're meant to go. Because it's those times where you're struggling to do something. At least this is my experience, and it's not working out. And it's like the universe is tripping you up. And it's like, oh, right. I won't do that then. I'll go do something else. And then the road just opens up all the green lights when you're driving, and you're like, well, this is clearly the way I'm meant to go. But with that said, sometimes we're meant to go through those stops and starts, that hangman energy, that hermit energy, because that's where we're meant to stop and look around us, stop and smell the roses, stop and take a break. So there's something to be said for that too. But when you're getting all those green lights, or when you're getting confirmation of things, then definitely go with it, right? You got your radiant Rider-Waite deck with you, Jamie? Sweet. Good. And yeah, everyone chime in. What deck are you using tonight? If you're not using a deck, you can borrow mine. We will play together. Another thing I want to say as well, Francis also commented about learning how to have boundaries. And as readers, even if we're not reading for anyone else, okay, reading for ourselves, boundaries. So I see boundaries as it's energy, right? We want to start out with creating our own little ritual. I started out with my ritual of lighting my candle. That's helping me be present. The more we have a ritual that we kind of use over and over, it gets a lot easier to get connected, to connect to source, sort of thing. There's also boundaries, of course, when it comes to reading for other people and your friends. Oh, you're learning tarot? Do me. You know, there's something to be said for an energy exchange. So Renee's using the Rider-Waite Spirit Tarot. Oh, nice. So boundaries, and I could definitely go deeper on that in the future as well, if anyone else is needing that. I think one of the biggest boundaries is definitely being in the right frame of mind to do readings. Now, you know, if you're a professional reader and, you know, you've got to be there. Well, clearly, if you're a professional reader, you should have practices in place when you're not at the shop reading, or when you're not doing readings for people. You need your self-care routine. That's imperative to have your energy cleared, your energy in alignment and balanced, and that sort of thing. Clarifying life situation deck and my own personal oracle deck. Yeah, I love that. Is that for sale? Is that for sale yet? Or did you just make it for yourself? So a little more about boundaries before we start pulling cards is definitely you want to have that connection with source. You want to have that energy exchange. You want to be in the attitude of gratitude. So if you do end up doing readings for other people, you want to be mindful of your time. That's a big one right there. Being mindful of your time. And if you do readings for other people, even if they're free, it doesn't mean you're going to sit there for a whole day doing a reading for someone. You say, yeah, we're going to do a 20-minute reading, or a fill in the blank, whatever number of minutes you want to do a reading. Set a timer on your phone for like almost the time. And when you're, and they know you set the timer, when your alarm goes off, you can say, oh, we have a couple minutes left. And then you say, you know, what do you want to discover from here? How do we want to sew up this reading? The words aren't coming to me right now, but the whole point is to actually give them that boundary, and they know that there is a boundary there. Okay. And I know it's not easy. People pleaser here, trying to recover from being a people pleaser, is that, yeah, even then it can still go on a little longer, but you do need to start being mindful of your time, and you can't expect the other person to say, okay, that's good. They're waiting for you. You are, even if you're not a professional, you're the one leading the reading. So if you keep going on and on and on, and you expect them to say, okay, check, please, they're not going to. right? So it's up to you. That's how you step into being a leader in your own energy and of your own self. And it takes practice. Okay. A lot of times out of the gate, we're not good with those boundaries because we're just not so sure of ourselves. And it is what it is, but you can work up to that. In other words, fine print is don't be hard on yourself. You're learning. Would you get mad at a kindergartner or an elementary school kid for learning and getting it wrong? No, that's part of the learning. Okay. All right. In the future, yay. Well, let us know. I think I asked you about that before, but yeah, let us know. I also have to get my decks out there in print. I told you about Deckable, didn't I? The app you can put your cards on. You can upload it for free yourself, and you can charge, and you get they take a percentage, but yeah. So look into that if you need more questions. All right, good. Yes. All right. So does anyone have a question? We're going to start with that, and then we'll all pull cards, and it'll be a reading. I'll give it a moment. It takes a moment for things to come through. And you can ask for a reading for yourself. It's totally good. My main thing was just to come on here and talk a little bit about going a little deeper in readings and tease you into joining my channel membership so you can come and watch the members only videos. But I will share. I always do. I do. You have questions. Yeah. Check it out. I'm trying to spell it. Deckable. It's amazing. I haven't used it in a while because I've been using the physical version. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. I would definitely check it out. The app is free. Anyone can download the app. There's a few free Oracle decks, tarot decks, and there's decks for everything. It's not just about divination. There are other things for business and personal development and all sorts of things. All right, Renee is up. So Renee would like a general reading. So let's tune into your energy, Renee. And then we're all going to pull cards, and we're all going to discover the deeper meaning to it. Okay. And anyone here is, I'm here. We've got a little bit of time. If you do want a reading, definitely put it in the comments, and we'll keep track and do what we can. All right. So Renee. So this is, I'm pulling one card. Other people are going to pull cards. And if you pull a card and you get the insight, don't just put the card, put what your insight is as well. If you feel brave enough. Okay. Okay. This one. Hiya, Deb. How are ya? Oh, that's a good thing, right? All those words, a bomb, dynamite, they're all good. All right. So this is so interesting. This came up in a reading that I just put up on the channel. So for Renee, we have the 7 of Wands. Yes, you can. I'm going to start beside your name, Deb. So this is for Renee. So we're all pulling cards for Renee. So pop it in the comments, and Oracle, tarot, whatever you want to do. So initially, let's put Renee back up here. Yay. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. So Renee, it feels like there, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands is definitely about conflicting energy or feeling like it's you against whatever. But I often see this as it's your own conflicting actions that might be happening. That's what I'm picking up there. But let's see what else we have. So Lady Divine has divine intervention. Spirit is stepping in directly. The situation is being guided or corrected. There you go. That kind of goes along with this Seven of Wands. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Nine of Wands here. There's something to that. But divine intervention, this person here is stepping in. So I feel for you, Renee, that it is definitely you. Maybe you are helping somebody else who is going through some stuff right now, and you're putting your own stuff aside so you can help them. But it almost feels like they've kind of stopped participating in helping themselves, and you're kind of left to the wolves, so to speak. That's kind of what comes up right now. And you pulled the Queen of Wands. So along with this Seven of Wands, I'm picking up that Queen of Wands is representing you or the other person. So I don't know if this resonates with you or not. I'm going to pull a clarifier with my Rider-Waite deck. Jamie got the Eight. Oh, wow. Look at all these wands. So we got Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. So it feels like, and chime in, Jamie, if you have a message that goes with that. It feels, I love consecutive numbers, 7, 8. That means things are progressing. So it feels like you're going to get things under control a little bit. You've got to channel your Queen of Wands energy. That's where that divine intervention comes in, that Lady Divine, that her card. And the Eight of Wands feels like that things are finally going to align so things can run a lot smoother. So I'm also going to pull a clarifier. Anyone can pull clarifiers as well, whether you're using an oracle or tarot. Swift movement forward. Yeah. Yeah. So going deeper, it's like that goes along with everything else we've been saying. It's like you've got to focus on what matters most, what actions you need to do the most, and the rest need to just be dispelled for now so you can move forward swiftly. So here, let me pull a clarifier. It's too many. First one. Oh, and we get out of all that fire energy, and we're bringing things from all that active energy into the material world. Page of Pentacles. So, and that queen energy is someone who has to be, set an example, the Queen of Wands. Well, this is where Page of Pentacles, it's like, well, now you're stepping into something that you're bringing into the material world, but it feels a bit new. You've not really gone this direction before. I really feel it is about you now. So it just feels like things are going to finally smooth out, but you have to be willing to be the newbie instead of the sage. Hey, you can be the sage and still have the newbie mindset. Because I think when we limit ourselves as experts and professionals, we kind of forget what it's like to be new at something where it's like anything goes. It's like we see kids doing stuff with crystals and things, and you're like, wow, I wouldn't have thought to do that. Because they're not in that construct of, no, I was taught this way, I got to do it this way, right? So there's something to be said for that. You're welcome. So Lady Divine, from the clarifying situations, make miracles. Stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. That's a beautiful message. Oh, I love it. I wish I could see your cards. All right. And then Jamie has a question. Good. So hopefully that made sense for you, Renee. Let me put this card back in the deck. Another thing about boundaries, clear your deck, however you do it. I like to knock on my deck, but it's more realistically, you're clearing your own energy because you're connected to the deck, right? We want to put a lot of energy into the magic of the deck. It's actually us. because we're clear. We're letting us channel the message through us. It's not, okay, let me rephrase that. It's not us. It's that we're clear enough. We're getting out of our own way. We're not getting an ego saying, I don't know if this is right. I can't do this. Or, yeah, I got this. We are somewhere in the middle and we're centered. So we're like a straw and the universe can flow the energy through us. The bubble tea, whatever. I don't really like bubble tea. Do you guys like bubble tea? It's kind of weird. So they're kind of like slurping on eyeballs. Not that I would know what that's like. All right. We are now reading for Deb. Can I ask what I need to know for the coming week? Absolutely. So everybody tune in to Deb's energy. Ooh. Are you doing something new and unexpected? Because you've got the Fool here. So it feels like if you've been trying to control something or trying to plan something, it's kind of like what I was talking about before. I'm not sure if you were here yet or not, but it was like things align when we stop trying to micromanage things. And it feels like if there has been something, it really feels so important for you to just not worry and move forward with it. What's here? Oh, you have is that your question? Put a star beside your name. Thanks for being here. So it feels like you have that opportunity. Let me put you back up here to, let me read. Oh, okay. You did it twice. Okay. So you just started. Oh yeah, that's right. Right. Thanks for reminding me. My mind's like a sieve sometimes. Well, this is good. The Fool is great because this is the beginning of the journey. So, and I don't know what other cards people are going to pull, but what I'm picking up from this is that there's going to be a lot of things that you're not sure of, or you might have had in your mind, oh, it's going to go this way, and it doesn't, and that's okay. You're starting something new. You have to be open to allowing it to show up the way it's meant to. See, in this card, he's holding the world. So it's different than the regular Rider-Waite deck. He's holding the world. He's facing forward. And he's also balancing on a ball. Okay. But he seems to be doing it easily and effortlessly. So when we're balanced on something, clearly we've got to pay attention to what we're doing. And we have to be kind of loose about which direction we're going so we can recalibrate, and find that balance. All right. And you pulled the 9 of Cups. So what do you get from that goes along with this? Because 9 of Cups is often about success. You see in the regular Rider-Waite, you see kind of a plump person sitting in front of all of these cups behind him, which sometimes to me represent trophies, but he's showing all of the things, his accomplishments, and he's had success before, maybe not in this thing because this is brand new, but you've got to remember your body, mind, and spirit remembers what it's like to succeed at something. Even if the thing you're doing is totally different than something you've done before, you feel, we basically feel the vibration the same, even if the situation's different. I hope that's making sense. Lady Divine, manifestation zone. What you want is within reach. Your intentions or desires are materializing. And that's what you got to keep focusing on. So your original question was, what's the week going to be like? To me, it feels like it's not going to be smooth sailing, but we don't want smooth sailing. And you're like, what? Yeah, we do. No, we want growth. You want to end next week by going, well, I learned a lot, and I can celebrate because I did this, I overcome that. And it just feels like you're going to be given that opportunity because, and I'm seeing here, we've got the symbol of Uranus, which is, there's a little bit of chaos sometimes involved there. And something else, I'm listening to the Audible books again of Harry Potter and Peeves, because he's not in the movies so much, but in the books he's in there, and he's always getting in the way the wrong time. So that's kind of Uranus energy, and that's just part of the journey. That's just showing you that there's so many well-rounded things you've got to learn as you go along. And Renee got the Priestess. So, and that's inner knowledge, authentic voice, answered lies deep within you. So that's giving you the opportunity to trust that the universe tests our mettle sometimes, right? Just to make sure, is this what you want? Do you really want to grow from this? The only way we can gain confidence is through a bit of conflict that we overcome. We don't gain confidence from everything smooth working out. That's false confidence, because eventually something's going to come in there and be an obstacle. And then after all that success, we're going to go, well, it doesn't work. So if we have a little bit of obstacle in the mix with it, that's healthy. Love it. On the right course, but prepared to make mistakes and learn. Yeah. And that's all part of it. Celebrate even the mistakes and just say, hey, it's like when you're doing something online and then you get some haters, and then oh no, or people you have as an email list and you got people subscribing and then you get unsubscribers. Oh no, celebrate that. That's all part of being in business, right? Yeah. Awesome. And Jamie also pulled the 9 of Cups, which that's definitely, I mean what I say. The universe is saying yes, and double down on that, especially in those times where it's like, I don't know what the F I'm doing. Just remember, you overcame other things in your past that you didn't know how to do. And how good did it feel to overcome those things? Even though it might seem like it's going to take forever, don't think about the timeline. Just be present in your own energy. Oh, okay. So inner knowledge, authentic voice, answer lies deep within you. Time to uncover them. Oh, I love that. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. That was really good. I love that. That was a good reading. I'm excited. All right. So we answered that. Now we have Jamie. What do I need to know today? All right. So if you got your tarot deck, let's tune into Jamie's energy. Ask your cards, pull your card, pop it in the comments. I don't know how many other places on the internet or on YouTube actually get you to play along with your cards, but thank you for being here. Remember to hit that like button. I don't know if you can hype streams, but I mean, now that I'm in the partner program, after you like a video, you can hype it. Those are the small channels that kind of helps us get noticed in the algorithm. I'm learning all these new things. Hype. Okay. All right. Let me look. Is this for Jamie? Accepting endings or defeat? Who is that for? Because it works. It works for Debs as well. All right, Jamie. You might have been faster than me because I get yapping. So, you know. All right. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. And what I'm getting here is not worrying so much about what isn't working and focus on what you love. So maybe that shows up in something that doesn't feel really good and it's trying to get your attention, but you need to find a way to honor it and still allow yourself to go deep in the good feelings you have. And it might feel weird because you're like, I should be stressed and worried about this. Why do I feel so happy? Or what can I do to make myself happy, even though I feel like I should be miserable because of whatever? Like, no one needs to, especially if it involves other people and they're seeing you react. No one needs to know what's going on within us. And I'm getting in my head, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And you can be thinking that to yourself. You can imagine there's a beautiful glowing pink, the color of compassion, pink color glowing in your heart. And when things kind of feel like they're broken or it's not working or other people are trying, you're bringing your energy in, it feels like you can expand that so it becomes your aura. So have something pink or something that represents compassion to you if you don't like pink. I feel like that's going to help you stay on the other side of those emotions. So I hope that makes sense. We read that. Okay, the priestess. Interesting. Love your... Oh, that was the old one because I had to go up for this. Let me get back here. Okay, so here we go. So Deb got the 10 of Wands, which there you go. So 10 of Wands, sometimes it's seen as a heavy burden and a heavy load, but realistically, everything you've done, all the actions you take, because Wands are about action, you are nearing the finish line to be able to put them down. So you got to honor where you are, and you've got to trust that this is helping to strengthen you, and pretty soon you'll be able to put down those burdens. And Lady Divine got ego clash. Someone's pride is in the way. A situation may feel stubborn or resistant. Yeah, see, that's going along with this. It's kind of going along with the 10 of Wands, but the 10 of Wands is great because it is about endings. Things are ready to renew themselves soon. All right. And that one was for Deb, that accepting endings or defeat. Yeah, and the thing is with accepting endings or defeat doesn't mean giving up. It means surrendering to this was necessary and part of the journey. That's what I get. Okay, we did that one. Jamie got the star. Oh, and I love the emoji with it. Active creative inspiration, invoking the muse. See, and you can't get to that unless you overcome what is trying to remind you of what you don't have, when it's realistically, it's focusing on the change. Fives are about change in the way I work with the energy of numbers. So I love that. I hope that makes sense for you. All right. iShares, are you still here? Let me know if you're here, because I don't see many eyeballs watching live, so you might have taken off. And I realize I didn't pull a clarifier for Debs, so I'm going to pull one for Debs. I say Debs because you have the Z at the end there. So I don't know. It's all fun. All right. Deb. What? Didn't you get a bunch of 9s? There's another one. Nine of Pentacles. I think you had the Nine of Cups you pulled for yourself. And then Jamie pulled the Nine of Cups. Okay. There you go, Debs. Perfect. And then I think you should have, yeah, definitely. I'm in. But this is amazing for you because there's another 999. Look that angel number up. There's a message for you with that. But this is definitely focusing on trusting that success is on its way. And I think we need that, especially in the moments when things aren't working out. We got to remember, we're in for the long game. You're not in a business for a week. You're in it for a long time, right? Hopefully, leaving a legacy, retirement, having something to retire on. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. 999. I love it. I love it. All right. Okay. So, and I want to pull a clarifier for Jamie. That's right. Six of Pentacles. So definitely finding the balance throughout your day. Hey, Justin, doing good. How about you? Do you want a card pull? We're all pulling cards together. It's all good. We know who you mean. So for Jamie, this is adding on to your message, and it's just saying that things balance themselves out. So don't be so concerned about the energy being too heavy here or too elated there. You're going to find the middle ground at some point. It's all about balance. All right. Yeah, sounds fun. All right. Well, I don't have anyone else up, so you're next then. Do you have a specific question? That's okay if you don't. It can be a general reading. The great thing is when you come on, when you get a tarot reading or an oracle pull, it's always good to be in the mindset of having an intention. It doesn't mean you have to have a specific question, even if it's just like, what do I need to know right now? No question. So what do I need to know right now? How about that? General question. All right. So everyone, we're pulling cards for Justin. Oh, we got that one. Ooh, we got the Three of Swords. A little bit of relationship stuff, maybe. I know it's swords. Swords are about thoughts, but to me, this card usually comes up with the heart and the three swords stuck in it. But we've got Libra energy, finding some balance, and it just feels like it's trusting. Oh, Lady Divine, I got you. Okay, we'll do you too. So make sure everyone pulls for Justin if you want. Oh, this is her. This is her. Okay. All right. Deb's pulled the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm curious to know what your message is with that, Debs. What I get from it, it's almost like you've been repeating the same patterns with your different relationships. That's not a judgment, by the way. It's like sometimes that we have to go through these learning experiences, and it feels like once you know what causes you to have these connections with people, what are you meant to learn is what's coming. What's the lesson you need to learn about it? And I don't like using the term lesson, but what are you meant to learn about yourself so the next time you're ready for a relationship? And I feel that you need to definitely be in a state of solo for a while to kind of discover where those limiting beliefs have come into play because of the stuff that's happened. Once bitten, twice shy, you know what I mean? So it feels like this is actually a good opportunity for you to learn and grow from. That's what I pick up. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Coley, you missed the beginning. You'll have to catch the replay. I talked about some going deeper stuff, but you're a channel member, so I'll be doing some videos about that. Thank you for being here. I didn't think I was going to make it. Well, I'm really glad you did. I'm very grateful you're here. I love seeing the good in people. You never stop doing that. Maybe that's one of the lessons, no matter who kind of, breaks your heart, always see the good in people. It doesn't mean you have to go out with them. It doesn't mean you have to stay with them when red flag situation. So I feel that it's great that you see the good in people, and maybe they learn to see the good in themselves. But sometimes a relationship, that was your reason. We talk about soulmates. Soulmates aren't always for life. We meet someone because we're meant to teach or learn something. So if you look at it like that, and then you can kind of be like, okay, that was us. That was it. Time to move on and look for the good in, maybe you'll find your real person. Yeah, it's all good. So for Justin, truth incoming, revelation approaching, expect clarity, information, or a confession. So that goes along with that as well. Maybe there's a little cheaty. I mean, I don't make light of that. That's kind of what ended my marriage, but it was the sword that broke the camel's back in my instance. Renee got the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, Angel of Healing. And see, I love that, because it's not until we feel those thoughts and beliefs more fully and understand them, that's when the healing can come in. Yeah. A lesson or a blessing. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Vulnerable and open. Yeah. And that's part of seeing the good in people, being vulnerable and open. But there is some discernment there. There's still boundaries you can have. And that's what I talked about in the beginning too. It was more about boundaries with card readings, but personal boundaries. Something to that you're discovering about yourself. So I'm going to pull a clarifier for you. We got the Hangman. And this is reminding me of what I said about having some time in between relationships, because that's where you're going to discover more about yourself. You're going to learn more about what you don't want. I mean, that's obvious when we have relationships and it goes sour. I don't want that in the future. It's also about you understanding the nuances and the signs that come up early in a relationship, so you can bail before anyone gets too deep in it, right? But most importantly, with this Hanged Man, you're learning so much about yourself that sometimes we need that, because we're preparing for that permanent soulmate that's meant to come in. You're meant to go through these experiences so you're more fully yourself when you finally step into that amazing relationship that you're just like, wow. Because if you go with the hangups of still having that Three of Swords, you're always going to be waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're always going to be like, is this person going to do that? Where when you have this time to really get your own enlightenment, you're going to have the confidence that you're going to know. You're going to trust your intuition, and you're going to know pretty soon into a relationship, or even before you get into it as a relationship, you're going to know whether it's worth pursuing or not. There you go. How did I get into relationship readings anyway? Oh my goodness. Vulnerable and open. Yes. Need time to heal. Yes. And Renee pulled a clarifier and got the same card. Lovers. Oh, well, there you go. So this is definitely a love reading. And it is saying, take heart. It may not feel good now, but you will come out the other side. Thanks. I found the one, but she lost right now. Well, you thought exactly. I mean, that was a relationship where you were both meant to learn from. Maybe she's learned that the good one got away. And you got out of it just in time. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That live and learn moment, right? I love that. Love the Lover's card. Good job. Good job. All right. So let me scroll back up to Lady Divine. What's the energy surrounding my business? Let's pull some cards for Lady Divine. While I'm pulling cards, if your hands are free, hit that like button. YouTube likes it when people like my stuff. I like it too, actually. Woo! You get 2 cards, and they're both blue. So you have the Queen of Swords. So this is definitely you. This is Boss Lady. And it might, what I'm picking up is you might have to stand by your convictions with something. And just trust that keeping your thoughts in alignment with your idea, your plan, what you're meant to do, stick to it. Stick to it. And that's good energy that's surrounding us astrologically speaking right now too. It's really just trusting that you know enough of what to do. Don't get swayed by other people saying, oh, but you shouldn't do it that way. Like, everyone has their own opinion to things. You need to trust yours. You need to trust what you have planned. And the other one I have here is the Chariot. And this feels, and I love this card, because in this deck, instead of the steeds coming toward you from the picture, they're leading to the future. So with these 2 in tow, it's definitely showing you that you have what it takes, and things are moving in the direction that you want them to. So trust it. Trust that sometimes you got to pivot. Okay. Sometimes you have to have a plan B or C or D as well. Excuse me. Let me just see what everyone's saying. Ooh, the Hierophant. So really, really trusting your own spiritual connection. And I think bring the angels into your business. I know it sounds weird, but hey, you wouldn't be watching a tarot channel if you were normal. I mean, that with the utmost respect. Hire the angels. I don't know if you've ever heard about doing that for different things. Like if you're struggling with one side of the business of things, like ask the angels for some support. It really works. When I finally started doing that, it made a big, big difference for me personally. That's just using my own personal experience. You're channeling my country accent. Oh my gosh. There you go. So I hope that made sense for you. I'm still going to pull another clarifier because those 2 cards were meant to come out together like that. And I'm looking at the symbolism on here, and it really feels like you're building something bigger than you can even imagine. And I don't say that to kind of freak you out or get y'all excited either, but it's like we only know what we think we know. If we're really willing to put ourselves out there, we have no freaking idea what we're capable of until it starts happening. So you need to just trust it. All right, let's pull that clarifier for you. Anyone else have any cards for Lady Divine? Queen of Swords, and then you have the Page of Swords. So like I was saying before, this is about being new at something, and it's okay. This is your time to be inspired. Find a muse that can help you stay creatively focused. But everything, make it fun. You know, the Page is youthful energy. So it's the whole point of doing what you're doing. What is the point? Is it to become a millionaire? Is it to help people? And is it to have fun doing it? It's when we're entrepreneurs, when we do things for our as a business, we have to love what we're doing. It becomes your life, part of your life. So you've got to love even the things that might not be fun, because not everything in business is fun, but you've got to find a way to stay inspired. All right. Good, good, good. Yeah. There you have it. All right. Anyone else pull a card for Lady Divine? Here we go. The Queen of Pentacles, manifestation in the natural world. Yes. So I love that. So you had two queens and a page and the Chariot. So royalty. We are not worthy. That all sounds really, really good. And I really love these positive things because it's reminding you in those times where it's like, oh, I don't feel like a queen. I don't feel like the Queen of Pentacles. To me, the Queen of Pentacles is finding your comfort zone no matter where you are and still ruling your kingdom. The epitome of introverts. Passion towards all things. Yeah, I love that interpretation. Yeah. From a mature way. Yes, queen energy for sure. Oh, yeah, I love it. Thank you for that, Renee. Hope that was good for Lady Divine. All right. Well, we're almost at the top of the hour, so there's nothing left to do. But hey, want to pull a card for me? So as you know, I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would love to have more members as part of my tribe. So I would love some card pulls about how to. Oh, I got two that flipped over. I haven't looked at them yet. How am I going to word this? How to stay inspired as I'm going down this new path with my channel. That's my message. That's my question. And then, yeah, I'm ready. Yay! You should be. That was a good reading. You got a gooder. You got a gooder there. Okay, so for my own cards, and these flipped over, I was trying to get my brain around it. I got cups and coins, cups and coins. I got the same one that Jamie got earlier. So I got the 5 of cups. So to me, it's definitely don't get down when things aren't working out the way I want them to in the moment. Had to jump through a few little hoops today that I got a little frustrated about. So I think this is reminding me that I finally did turn it around and go, okay, let's work with what I can. So I do love it. And it's Scorpio, of course, that's me. And we got Mars. So this definitely represents me and reminding me to practice what you preach, Lo. Yes, for sure. And then, oh, I see the magician in there. Oh, I can't wait to your interpretation of it. And then I've got the Six of Coins, which is definitely about finding balance and trusting that what I'm building is solid and it's going to take time. And sometimes there's a bit of finessing, like he's got the scales. And I don't know if you ever worked with scales, in high school, you're trying to balance things out. You put this little bit on here, and it can take a bit to find the right calibration and the right stones or whatever to totally balance it out. So to me, it's like it's finessing things a little bit. And in my birth chart, I was almost a Taurus moon. So this is reminding me that it does take balance. Make sure I balance my own energy out and not try and do everything all at once, like a Taurus, like a bull wants to just kind of go for it. And that's kind of my personality too, is that when I set my mind to it, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. It's like creating this channel. I think the channel itself is like 3 years old, maybe 4, but I didn't start gung ho till about a year and a half ago. And then I didn't know it would take this long to get where I am. And yet it really didn't take that long because you have to put the effort in. Right. So yeah, that's a good message for me. It feels weird to be saying my own reading on here. The Magician. Ooh, that's my card. I love the Magician. Like there's multiple ways of doing things. I have multiple talents, which sounds weird to say that. I'm kind of don't have good ego. But yeah, sometimes we gotta use one of our magic wands in place of another one. And yeah. Oh, here we go. I get that you need to be more confident and you have all you need to do it. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I have moments of confidence, but I guess it's just how I was raised and how the experiences I had growing up that I shy away from being braggalicious, which I know confidence doesn't mean that, but yeah, it just feels weird to talk about myself like that. But anyways, I love your channel. You definitely good and uplifting. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate your subscription. It's awesome having you here. And then when people keep showing up, you kind of get to know them a little bit, which is kind of cool. Renee got the Wheel of Fortune. Some major arcanas coming on here. Ancient symbol of fate, fortune, and destiny. So I meant to do this because it's not about me. It's about everybody. It's about connecting and hanging out. Like, who doesn't like tarot after dark? If you're a tarot buff, right? It's fun. It's fun. I love it. For you, darling. Divine timing. Not delayed, but aligned. Things will unfold exactly when they are meant to. Yes, I believe that as well. Definitely. That's a good confirmation. Thank you. Clarifier self-worth. You attract what you believe you deserve. Raise your value. Raise your vibe. Ooh, those are good. I can't wait till these cards come out. I love that. And it's so true. That's a good message for everybody. You have to believe it to receive it. You've got to be in alignment with the vibration, or it's gonna. It's I'm trying to find you. I can't. Not the right vibration. Become a family. Yeah, exactly. YouTube family. YouTube family matters. You should do a course on Udemy on how to read cards. Well, I have stuff in my Tarot Cafe and stuff like that. I have my Kajabi app, so I probably wouldn't do Udemy. It's just one other app to have to do, but because that I like I understand what you're saying, but I was kind of trying to do that on, I didn't really want to just do a course on it. I kind of like the interaction because to me, it's definitely about practice. And that's kind of what I do in my tarot cafe. It's a monthly membership. And it's just like, because I personally don't think people need a certification in tarot reading because it's really who's governing this stuff, right? But realistically, it's all about the practice. And if you're here like you are right now doing tarot after dark with me, we're kind of just practicing together and stuff like that. But I do have some little mini courses and stuff in my tarot cafe membership. So thank you. Thank you. I mean, that would be another way to spend some energy, I guess, to do that there. Interesting. Thank you for your input. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, that's what my tarot cafe is about too. Hopefully. But yeah, it's probably more exposure and stuff as well. Never say never. You never know. We'll see where that goes. You've put that out to the universe, so we shall see where that goes. I shouldn't have shut that down like I did. I didn't mean to do that. That's part of my personality too. Clarifiers, keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancestors stand beside you. Thank you. I've been learning to speak and call and conjure that energy in more and more. So thank you for that confirmation. More about how you teach. Yeah, you're right. True. Thank you. I love that. I realized I didn't pull a clarifier for myself. Judgment. Yeah. Think outside the box, Lorraine. Deb's giving you some ideas here. Okay. Yeah, interesting. And I get all practical in my head about it's like, okay, and I have to have things in a specific order. And I think that's why I've kind of avoided it because it's like people expect certain things. So I'm already in my head thinking about it. It's my personality. Yeah, I love it. I mean, how apropos is that? And, if things are meant to come, hark the herald angels sing, right? That's going to definitely come forward. So my ears are perked up. I am listening, universe. I am listening. We will see how that goes. I think I tried to, when I was doing more Reiki classes and stuff like that, trying to get on there doing that. And I guess back then, and we're going back probably, I don't know how many years, at least 10. I was a little not as confident about, these people already have a course on there. So I always thought, well, you have to be unique. You have to do things differently. And it's like, no, there's room for everybody. I know that now. People teach in a different way. How many friggin' YouTube tarot channels are out there? I'm still discovering a whole bunch of them. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know you existed because I'm in my own little bubble and I have my favorites that I watch and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, get the ADD going and there's just too many channels. So, and I've also learned just do it in my own way. And I really feel that doing something live like this live stream is definitely in my wheelhouse. I prefer that. And that's why I like in the Tarot Cafe, we meet once a month on Zoom where we can kind of interact and hang out together, which is really, really good. So while I'm actually yapping about that, if you're interested in joining, even join for a month. It's only $10 Canadian, which is like $7 US because our dollar sucks so bad. So it's always cheaper for everyone else, but you can get the QR code there and go learn a little more about it. We have another comment here. Fairy Goddess Star. Hi. Hope you've had a good day and thank you for subscribing to me. I'm so grateful for it. Yeah, of course. No worries. Yeah, I had a good day. How about you? Did you have a good day? We're just finishing up here. I'm so happy you came here. Let's pull you a card. See, there we go. See, we're meeting other tarot channels, which is fun. So go check her out. Check her channel out. Subscribe. You know, we all are starting somewhere. I think I would miss a lot as our time zone is about 6 hours behind. So that's the thing. Like, I only have a few people right now, and there are people around the globe. And I try each month. I'm like, okay, well, who would show up? Because I know there's a few people who wouldn't come to the Zoom anyways. So I know the boss. So it'd be like, let's do it for a time zone when Debs can make it. Because this is kind of what I do. I have the freedom to do that. So 6 hours behind. Oh, it's like 1 a.m. for you, right? It's about 1 a.m. right now. Am I doing the maths right? Oh, I'm sorry to hear your day was bad. Let's reframe it. The day's over. Yay, it's finished. Thank goodness. And you're here. So here, borrow some of my sunshiny love and light. All for you, fairy goddess star. Or tarot. I want to say star because it looks like that when I'm reading it. Okay, pulling a card for fairy. Anyone else want to pull a card too? Because it's Tarot After Dark. This is where we hang out and pull cards together. Oh, look it. I'm giving you the World. And it's so interesting because in this card, and this is the Tarot of Dreams deck, it's the Fool in the middle of that card. So he is showing you that sometimes we've got to go through these things in the cycle. We'll up level. The cool thing about this is it's not repeating itself like this and we're going round and round. It's a spiral. So even though it might feel like we're revisiting something the same again, we've up leveled a little bit and we're learning from a different level and perspective. So if you raise your vibration when these things that go bad happen, it's clearing your own energy out. That makes a big difference. So I hope that makes sense. I'll pull a clarifier too. Deb says, it's 3:10. Okay, 3. Okay. So what, and you have different work hours. We would work it out. If you're interested. And another reason why it's not a huge cost is because it gives people the chance to try it out. And if you don't like it, no harm, no foul. If you like it, it's easier to stay. I love that because right now, currently I'm going through something with my relationship, not in a bad way, but my person is in a way going through depression. I don't know what to do because last year, my best friend of 5 years took her own life because she also got cheated on. So I have trauma from it now. She knows I do, and I'm trying to help her out of it so she doesn't. Oh. And I truly love this girl so much. She's got me closer to God, has taught me so much about myself, about patience and faith, that if I lose her, I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, it's tough. That is rough. Oh my gosh. Well, we can't control things for other people. That's part of the lesson too. All you can really do is keep being your beautiful self and help them through it. And yeah, it's hard on you because you kind of take responsibility, but you shouldn't. It's out of your control that way. It really is. Check out Scott Scorpio. He does tarot with other tarot card readers. You both have that kind of coolness. Okay. I was going to start a Scorpio channel because that's what I am. And that's, yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I take on more? Scott Scorpio. Okay, I'll remember that because that's my last name. So I'll remember. I should remember. Okay. I'm asking for like advice from people because I don't want to say the wrong thing to mess it up. I've been through the passion multiple times. I've gotten myself out of, I become stronger. Yeah, there's definitely that. And she wants help. I know she does because people around her, it's toxic. That's why she feels like that. And the only way I can help her is by talking to her. It's the only way that helps it. Can she talk to someone professional too? Because you definitely want, I mean, there's only so much we can do as friend, as, you know, as love interest, that having someone professional to talk to. And I know there are, and it depends where you live, but I know there are resources where you can get help for free, right? That's definitely something that you can help her find. That's where you can help her, because if we start giving advice, we're going to start feeling accountable for the advice we give people. So you got to be careful with that. And actually what I'm picking up too is maybe don't do tarot readings for her or any kind of readings right now, because I think that might not be helpful. It's so funny because I'm getting this kind of a sore throat. I don't know. He has a card. You got the bird. I also have the dog. I have Tarot Pup. Oh, I'll have to check him out. Thanks for that. He has the cat. You got the bird. Oh, the cat. Oh, the card. Yeah, I've got Tarot Pup. Yeah, I'm going to call him Astro Pup because I'm learning astrology now. She really doesn't know I do tarot. Yeah, keep it that way. Keep it that way. And don't do readings. This is probably why don't do readings about her situation. Like, we can get in our own heads when we do our own readings for stuff that's this serious. Yeah, I don't recommend doing it. Clarifier is the Knight of Wands. Do what you can to help her in a way that feels a little more professional, like professional help, I feel is the best thing that you can do for her. Even if it's like, hey, research it for her and go, here, I've got these places you can go. It's free, or, you know, limited time or whatever. And then, you know, go with her if she wants, wait in the lobby. I think that's where you can probably be a really big help to her. And I'm just sending you some really love and light. It's not an easy position to be in. It's not, especially if you've already been through something like that. And just remember, not every situation is going to repeat itself in the same way. Okay. So even though that obviously it's top of mind, but being such a spiritual person, I think it's important for you too, to keep your self-care, love and light within yourself, clear your energy as much as you can so that you're of that higher vibration. And the end of the day, what's meant to happen is going to happen. I don't mean that the way it sounds, but doing what you can with what you have is your best resource. For Fairy Goddess, test of faith. Spirit is observing your choices. You're being asked to trust. It's beautiful, beautiful. Trying to speak my truth in a way that she knows I'm supportive and that I love her no matter what. She always comes to me. Yep, that's what you do. And you're not trying. You are. Trying keeps implying that it's not happening. You are doing it. You are speaking your truth. And so she feels supported. And what we put out, we can't control how it's received. Right? So you're putting it out with supportive love and light, and that's what you can do. Yeah. feel like when I step into my higher power, February, yes, I think February is a good month for self-love as well. That's actually the focus in the Tarot Cafe for Feb. Yes. There you go. And keep in mind too that the end of the day, it's going to help empower her to get through things, right? Oh, that's so funny. He calls her Astro Cat. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm curious. Maybe we'll have to connect. I know he's probably a way bigger channel than I am right now, but I'm growing. We're all growing, right, Fairy Goddess? You're growing too. Renee got the star. Expect miracles, healing time to release and transcend. You are your biggest source of love. Yes. Beautiful. I just have to give it to him and trust that it will come out stronger than anything because I know she's strong. She's been through so much. Yep. Yep. You've just got to be who you are. Don't let it drain you. That's the main thing. That's where we learn our lessons. That's right. Some people just want to attach their burdens to you just because you're nice and want to help. So don't get caught up in that trap. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of, Justin, what probably you've been through as well. We learn from everything that we've gone through. Let me get this off the screen. It's annoying me now. There we go. And yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it here, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And I think I'm going to take off. It's an hour and 20 minutes. And yeah, I heard Tarot Pup moving around a little bit there. He probably needs to take a little walk outside. So thank you, everybody, for being here and doing readings with me. Always appreciate you being here. And we'll see you again on Tarot Tuesday. I think I'll be at the usual time, 11. And, oh, you're welcome. And Debs, I'm going to try and figure out what time zone I'm in so I can offer a time when it works for you. So thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good weekend coming up, and we'll see you in February. All right. Peace.